Let's talk about conjugates. A conjugate results by writing the sum of two terms as a difference, or writing the difference as a sum. Write the conjugates of the following binomials. The conjugate of 8 plus 5i is 8 minus 5i. The conjugate of 6 minus radical 5 is 6 plus radical 5. Now be careful with this one. The conjugate of negative 7 plus 2 radical 3 is negative 7 minus 2 radical 3. We change the sign or reverse the sign in the middle of the two terms. Write the conjugate of the complex number 5 plus radical negative 7. I need to simplify this first. This will be 5 plus I radical 7 because I have a negative under the radical. And now let's write the conjugate. The conjugate is 5 minus I radical 7. Okay, one of conjugates' most useful functions is as a tool when simplifying expressions involving radicals or imaginary numbers. Let's multiply these conjugates, 7 plus 2 radical 5 and 7 minus 2 radical 5. Well, I am multiplying two binomials. I could use FOIL. I could multiply the first terms. I could multiply the outer, the inner terms. And when I multiply the last terms, I will get negative. And 2 times 2 is 4. And radical 5 times radical 5 is just 5. So that will be 20. Let's continue simplifying. The inner and the outer terms cancel. 49 minus 20 is 29. When I multiplied these conjugates, I got 29. Let's notice something here. Remember when we would multiply a plus b times a minus b? And we would get the difference of squares. A squared minus b squared. Well, a plus b and a minus b are conjugates. Let's multiply these conjugates again by using the difference of squares. I will square the first term minus I will square the second term. 7 squared is 49. This is the square of this product. When I square the 2, I get 4. And when I square radical 5, I get just 5. Once again, I get the answer is 29. So when we multiply these conjugates, we could have used FOIL, or we could have used the difference of squares property. Find the product of the complex number and its conjugate. This complex number is 5 plus 3i. I am going to multiply it by the conjugate, which is 5 minus 3i. Now, once again, we could use FOIL, and you should see that the inner and the outer terms are going to cancel. Or you could simply square the first term, minus, and square the second term. 5 squared is 25. 3i squared is 9i squared. Now don't forget, I squared is simply negative 1. So I will have 25 minus a negative 9. That will be 25 plus 9, which is 34. Good luck working with your conjugates.